Huevos.
Huevos. There it is. That one.
Huevos.
Huevos.
All right.
Let's go.
Episode 2, part 2, aka 2.5. Huevos.
So after this had happened in my last episode,
Today's episode, we're gonna get into about a bitch-ass lady who put bones in my car. Yes, human bones in my car. And this is related to witchcraft and related to the topic we got off episode 1. So if you
today's episode, we're going to get into eggs. After everything I've gone through, I'm going to break down each segment of each egg and what it's done to me.
What is a limpia, bro? What's a cleaning, a limpia?
So a cleaning is something that has been going on for ages and numerous of years in the Hispanic community and also other communities. So you get this egg, right? Preferably a brown egg, organic, if you can. You grab this egg, and the name in the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, right? 3 Our Fathers, 3 Hail Marys, all around your body, okay? You get done. You get a half a cup of water, right? Fill it up halfway. Pop the egg open. And whatever you see, what's in there, I mean, there's a lot of things that could come out the egg depending on what type of level you are. But see, some people have the gift to take out like the witchcraft, the cape, or maybe something like this, a piece of hair. Or there's some people who could only take the ojo out, which you see a bunch of white lines like this. I mean, there's all different types. Some people might not have the gift, but if you have the gift, you're blessed. So when you clean yourself with an egg, what you're doing is you're draining everything that people wish bad upon you. Or you're draining everything that people did bad upon you, right? Energy is everything. Brujeria is something. Now, I just want people to know that. Stop thinking that everything is witchcraft. Because not everything is witchcraft. What you pull out of an egg could not be witchcraft. I mean,
It can be just bad energy.
it could just be bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Like what you pull out of an egg could just be bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a limpia is. So what I'm gonna break down my top 5 limpias with my crazy ex. I'm gonna break them down right now. Let's start off with the shrunken egg. This one does not have nothing to do with my crazy ex, but I'm still gonna put this in here because the rest are hers. But this is a fucking story that I just can't get out my mind. So a client of mine reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want you to read my aunt's cards." So I said, "All right, that's fine. I can do that." You know. So I pull up. And I go read her cards, and the cards is saying that her husband's cheating on her, right? And that he's spending all his money on her, and that he's this and that, and he was a mechanic, right? So she believed everything I said until I said her husband was cheating on her and he was spending money on another girl, right? And she was just like, "You're a fucking liar, you're a fucking fake, get the fuck out my house," and like, they're just cussing me out, right? So I'm like, "Ma'am, that's cool," you know what I mean? But I was not wrong about your son. I wasn't wrong about whatever, right? And she was just like, "Get the fuck out, you're a fucking liar," right? So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do that. But as soon as she said that, I had this vision in my head of a fucking brown box. And there was just stuff in this brown box, right? I just had a vision in the head of a brown box, right? So I was like, "Man, well, look, do you have a night dresser, like, by your bed?" "Yeah, how do you know that?" I was like, "Take me back there. Take me back there. You're calling me a fake, take me back there." You know? And I'm putting myself on the line. I was like, either I'm gonna make myself look stupid, or like this is like legit, you know what I mean? So she takes me back there, right? And it was the same fucking dresser I saw in my head. So I was like, all right, so I popped it, boom, boom, right? Tell me why fucking cock rings, fucking 12-inch dildos, fucking thongs, like all this kinky ass shit, right? And I was like, the amount of fucking confidence I had after that was just like, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you thought I was a fake bitch? Like, you know what I mean? So, like, it was this, like, wave of emotion, like, damn, I knew I was right, you know? So, she was in shock, but that she got mad at me. So that night, I'm telling my people, I was like, she thought I was a fake, I'm telling her what happened, like, whatever, you know? So, I go to sleep that night, but in the middle of the night, I'm, like, jerking out my sleep, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, okay, Saint Michael, the archangel, defend us and battle the wickedness and wiles of the devil. I started praying because I was freaking out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but like literally my body's just tweaking. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I get up, I'm like, cálmate, mijo, cálmate, mijo. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally clean myself with this egg that you're seeing right here. That egg shrunk. It wrinkled. You know what I'm saying? And when I busted it open, I mean, it was no witchcraft in there, but her energy was so strong and hated me so much that she caused that bad aura on me. So it wasn't witchcraft, but it's the fact that an egg could still pull out of a bad vibe. And, you know, some people might say it might be the placebo effect, you know, where, oh, it's the egg and that's why you feel better. No, I mean, when you clean yourself with an egg, find out. And I also got a conversation when I posted on my TikTok how to clean yourself. Somebody sent me some stuff that I'm going to show you that's fucking crazy because the dude sent me some shit. He was like, thank you for everything. You changed my life. And there was a face and the fucking egg, bro. That shit was crazy as fuck, bro. You know, what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna show that. All right, boom. That's number one of my stories. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down to egg number 2. Period blood. Let's get into the period blood, right? So this goes back to my crazy ex, right? So me and my ex, I got into this argument, and I just remember telling her, like, look, man, I'm done. I can't do this shit no more. I don't want to fuck with you. Like, I just, nah, I'm good, you know? So she calls me, and she's like, Greg, Noe, like, come back. And I was just all like, nah, bitch, I can't do this no more. I'm fed up. Like, I'm just fed the fuck up, right? So she was just like, look, come over. I'll cook dinner. I'll, you know, whatever, this and that. And I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I go ahead, I bust down, and you know, she was talking to me some way, you know, whatever. So I go back and I eat the food, right? So taking the fact that in my head already, I was already feeling done. Like, I was done with this girl, you know what I mean? I ate the food. Next day I woke up. I was in love with this girl. Oh my God, I was in love with this girl. And I was like, why do I feel like this? When yesterday I just felt just like I was done. You know what I mean? And there was so much emotion of wanting this girl to be with her. And now she was trying to throw me to the curb, right? And I was sitting here like, oh my, like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, me? I was like, my higher me knew something was already wrong. So what I do, man, Juanita, I'm gonna need your help. You know what I mean? So I go see Juanita. Juanita pulls out the fucking period blood, right? All that shit in there, and you're seeing it right now. Like, it's disgusting. I'm not saying period blood is disgusting. I'm saying eating period blood is disgusting, because what the fuck? And for my people who, for my males who know that they're girl, like that, you know that your girl's into witchcraft, don't ever think that it won't happen to you, dog. And girls too. Men can do it too. They put their nut in a drink, and you know, like, so you can fall in love with them. So my females, know that. If you ever wake up tripping over a dude in the morning, oh, y'all do that shit anyway. Nah, I'll fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you wake up tripping over a dude, you know, like more than what you're average to, you know, like what you're used to, then you should look into that shit. Clean yourself.
Stop swallowing.
Yeah, or stop swallowing. You know what I mean? Or hit me up. I'll clean you. I got you. You know what I mean? But that was fucking number 2. Let's get into the voodoo doll. Number 3. Oh my God, yo, check this one out, dog. So I moved into this house, Don White, and I lost myself in that house, and you're gonna see this in episode 3. So, anyways, it was this one day I literally just got done cleaning myself because I mean, she was doing it, man. My crazy ex was on it like Sonic. Like, man, this bitch was a whole fiend to this shit. Like, yo, she did not stop. So I'm like, all right. Let's get to the point, you know? So that day, I ended up calling Juanita. I said, Juanita, you know what? I know how to clean, but I want you to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to be here this day. She was just like, well, come to my house. I said, well, está bueno. I pull up. Boom. I go to her house, right? So she gets there. I clean myself out. I put out a fucking voodoo doll, right? I was feeling all this. I couldn't swallow. I got real sick. I couldn't eat. You know what I mean? Like, I was feeling real like I wanted to throw up, and I couldn't eat anything that I was feeling. I was getting stuck in my throat. The food was just keep getting stuck in my throat. I was feeling like pins all over my body, like tingly all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like I wasn't me and I wasn't in my body, right? So then that's when we went to Juanita's and we pulled this shit out. What the fuck? You see? Crazy ass bitch. Number 4. Oh my God. Dude. The dick. Look. Alright, so I ain't never had no sexual problems in my life, you know. I ain't never had no sexual problems, you know what I mean? But man, I ain't gonna lie. I was sleeping with this one girl. Well, I tried to sleep with this one girl. My dick couldn't get hard. Like, I'm just gonna say it straight up. Like, I could not get my dick hard. And I was just all like, oh my God. You know what I mean? And I was just all like, and you know, and at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I was geeking a little bit. I had another little partner. I couldn't get my dick hard with her either. So I knew something was wrong. Man, what I do, I go to a restroom, pop that egg real quick. And as you gonna see in this photo right here, you see the 2 balls and you see the dick. You see the other little piece, right? It's like these blood vessels, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like literally like it's a ball and the dick. You know what I mean? But when I cut the egg, I shouldn't have cutted it because I cut the dick off. You know what I mean? But you have to cut it. You have to cut the egg in order to break the spell. You know what I'm saying? So I cut it. What happened? You know what I'm saying? I'm walking around with a little 12-incher, buddy. Like I'm banging them out. You know what I mean? So that was a crazy time. Let's get into number 5. The hair. She had my hair, right? But see, let me tell y'all this right now. So boom. When you're having sex with your partner, right? You're having sex with your partner, and you know they're just your hair like you know what I'm saying? And they're picking locks of your hair and going like that to your hair. Be careful, because that's how they get your ass. You know what I mean? She had my hair, and this was different. Couldn't stop thinking about her. The period blood made me want to marry her, but this one right here was just a constant ongoing on my mind. Like I was constantly feeling like I can't get this girl out my head. There's something that was not making sense to me, but all I knew is that I just could not stop thinking about this girl. You know what I mean? And of course, you pull this out, and then you see the hair. What the fuck? You know, a weird one. This one was a weird one, right? It was more period blood, but this time the Santa Muerte showed herself. She showed herself on this one. And like I said, I don't disrespect Santa Muerte. That's not my saint. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef with her. I ain't got no smoke with her. But that was the saint they was using to try to kill me. So, I mean, it ain't... Yeah, this is not me. You know what I mean? And if you see this photo right here, I mean, you fucking see her clearly. Like, you see her clearly. She's like in there, in the blood. You know what I mean? So that one was a trippy one. But let's get into what happened after all these cleanings, right? I'm at my house. I'm inside the house, right? I'm inside the house. And that day, I'm not gonna lie, I saw her. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I'm gonna be fucking honest here. She called me and she said that she was getting beat up by the cartel. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed and was like, you're a fucking liar. You know what I mean? Like, you're a fucking liar. And I saw her because I really wanted to see if she got beat up by the cartel. Y'all probably not gonna believe me. I would post a conversation, like the actual recording, because I recorded the phone call because she a sneak like that. I knew she was gonna try to set me up or some shit like that. So, but I recorded the phone call anyway, just in case if it ever got back to me. But maybe I might post it. I don't know. You know what I mean? But so I saw her that one time, right? Stay away from me. I don't want to hug you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see how how you look. You know what I mean? Like you really got beat up. You know what I mean? Probably the worst mistake, because the person that she was working with. The person that she was working with was my homegirl, because that was the one who got my homegirl that job. You know what I mean? And that day she saw me was the same day my homegirl told me that she left early to go get her nails done, right? So that day when she claimed that she got beat the fuck up, that was the day she got her nails done. And supposedly, well, man, when I had went down, because after I saw her, I kind of got like real like fucked off. My lady told me like, hey, like she put the Santa Muerte like dead finger, the dead dust in her nails when she got her nails done. You know what I'm saying? And that's how she got you, right? And that I believe, because I was sitting with my homegirl that next day when it happened. I ain't gonna say the name, but you know who I'm talking about. We was at Water to Holler, right? And you saw everything went to shit for me. You saw that deal. Everything I came crashing down on me. Like, so you know what it is on that. But anyways, after all that, at this time I'm still living at English house where the Duendes happened, where everything had happened a week later. Because it was that following week. I have all these cop cars coming to my house. They're saying that, hey, we got a complaint that you're selling drugs, and that there was a complaint that there was this and that. They said I was selling drugs. They said I was doing this. Like, it was like a bunch of legal activities, and I'm just sitting here like, man, I know why you're here. Like, I instantly knew, I automatically knew why. I said, I know why you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, my ex called the cops, and I told him my ex name. So-and-so said this and said that, right? And they were like, oh, we can't disclose that information. But that one cop was like, At that point, I just feel like, you know what? It's time for me to leave. Because it's too much. Like, at that point, it was already too much. And then I'm moving to Don White. It was the ending of English, a beginning to Don White, to a new worship beginning. So, stay tuned.